What's up guys, John L here. Hope you're having a great morning, noon, or night. We have another 3-star who's ready to be sold off. And this time it is 3-star Black Panther. 3-star Black Panther, in my opinion, is a pretty interesting character. And he's not a favorite of mine, but he would probably be a pretty good example of a character who's kind of really balanced. But I think that actually kind of works against him. So, he is a yellow, blue, black, and I believe his damage is the same order, yellow, blue, and black, as you can see right here. He has a pretty good amount of HP. He's definitely kind of an attacker guy, definitely not a support or anything. Well, actually, that's arguable. So let's take a look at his powers. He has 3. First one is Battle Plan. It's 9 and it's a yellow. So T'Challa uses his expert strategic mind to give his allies a tactical advantage, converts at 3 covers, 3 basic yellow tiles to strength 118. Strike tiles, if your team has 12 or more team up AP, converts 3 yellow tiles to strength 171. Attack tiles instead. At 5 covers, they are still 3 yellow strength 215 strike tiles, and if you have 12 or more team up AP, they just become 320. So the only thing that really changes is the damage. First, power, not tremendously expensive, and it is a support power. He is going to put out strike tiles to augment damage, so that's the first one. Second one is defense grid. It's 8, it's blue. And T'Challa deploys vibranium-based Wakandan technology to slow the enemy assault, places a blue repeater tile that converts a basic tile to a strength 129 protect tile. At 3 covers every 2 turns, if 4 or more friendly protect tiles are in play, conversion is suspended. So this was better when it was actually a countdown tile, but then again, basically everything was better when it was a 1-turn countdown tile. I hate repeater tiles. That is another thing though. At 5 covers, it is strength 172 protect tile every 2 turns, and now the cap is 5 or more. So this is another support power. This one, instead of being buffing for attack, this is buffing for defense though, or actually creating defense. So he's just going to continue throwing out, you know, protect tiles of a certain strength until he reaches his limit. So it's not a bad power to have. So he's got something that augments his attack, he's got something that augments his defense. The last one, I think, is actually the power that actually people care about, and it's Rage of the Panther. It's 12. Prideful Black Panther pounces, ravaging his opponents, but provoking retaliation deals 4,563 damage to each enemy, but the enemy team gains 5 AP in their strongest color. At 3 covers, same thing, only less damage. So it's area of effect attack that is pretty decent. I think in the 3-star range, it is a okay attack. It's not like overly powerful or anything like that. Does come with the minus of you're going to give the opposing team 5 AP in their strongest color, which could be a bad thing. So with Black Panther, he has 2 supports and 1 attack, and in my opinion, that makes him kind of a jack of all trades and a master of none. So that is why I think he's not particularly a favorite of mine. If you want to use Black Panther, you kind of have to make a decision about what you want him to be in your party. If you want to kind of focus on his strike tile power, which really isn't all that great, there's others that are much better, or his protect ability, which is again also not that great, there's better, or his damage, which isn't overly fantastic. So he's kind of a combination of 3 different powers, which are kind of good for like a standalone character, but not really great when you're putting together a team, because he doesn't have anything that's over the top better than other characters. So that to me is Black Panther in a nutshell, and that is why, surprisingly, he seems so good on paper, just because he has everything that you would want in a character. He can make attacks stronger, he can protect himself, and he can do a decent area of effect attack. But again, he just doesn't really have a place in a team, because you're probably just going to fill that roster with other better players or characters. So anyways, let's take him out for a spin. When I was thinking about how I wanted to put him together, I said I'm going to focus on his attack. So basically, we're going to put him in a team that covers his colors and generates a bunch of black. So the team that I found was pretty okay. Was Panther, Iron Fist, because his purple is a really good generator of black tiles, and you're going to need black tiles if you're going to want to get to that 12. You can get it in other ways. Having Loki in your party is pretty good. You can pair Black Panther with Loki and maybe Rocket and Groot, so that you could just have Rocket and Groot kind of tank damage, and hopefully, you know, Loki will throw out his power that steals AP and you'll get enough. But I feel like with that team, Black Panther's not really super active. You're just kind of hoping you'll get black. I think in that team he'll take damage. In this one, we'll put Dakin as our third character. He actually has black and purple that will cover Panther and Iron Fist. So both of those characters won't really be taking damage. Most of the damage will be going to Dakin, and hopefully we'll just be trying to make a bunch of purple and black so that we can just rapidly fire off Rage of the Panther, I believe is what the power is called. So anyways, we're going to start us off with a nice purple 5, so we'll go ahead and take it. That already keys us up for Iron Fist of Kunlun. And I don't have another purple, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it right now. So there goes a little bit of black. Nothing on the board. That's amazingly great. I'm going to match yellow. We'll see if we can get some strike tiles out. Just prepare ourselves to buff up some of his Rage of the Panther damage. Another little nice side effect of this team is if you get out the battle plan, it's going to also augment Iron Fist's damage from his attack tile. So that's kind of a nice little thing. Alright, we'll go ahead and match this 4, pick up some purple. Alright, so let's go ahead and do another Iron Fist of Kunlun. We're just going to fire this off as much as we can. As you can see, we already have our first bit of Rage of the Panther. So we'll go ahead and do that, and immediately just keep going up for more black. So with this team, if I have a choice, I'm going to pass up black for purple, because you can always put out Iron Fist of Kunlun and actually hope that that will chain into a lot more. Alright, I am going to just go for black. Oh, we set them up for 5, but they're not going to take it because they're the computer. Alright, we'll match this 4. Alright, so we have another Rage of the Panther set. Unfortunately, he Optic Blasted us, and we got a Berserker Rage. Alright, well, that was not fantastic. But let's go ahead and let's do an Iron Fist of Kunlun first. Oh, yeah, that'll happen too. So this might do it just because of the extra damage from Wolverine patch. So there you go. Not a bad team. Again, if you're going to use Black Panther, first thing you want to do is just decide how you want to use him. Do you want him to be someone who buffs attacks, someone who buffs defense? If that's the case, then, you know, you're gonna try to find someone who generates yellow and someone to take damage. Or if you want to use them for defense, find someone who generates blue and someone who can take defense. Or you can just do them the way that I did and find someone who creates black and just kind of covers as well. So, seems to work out pretty okay. Anyways, as usual, we'll go ahead and send off Black Panther. So unlike other 3-star characters, I would say some are worth keeping, again, like Thanos, Doc Strange, Super Soldier, although I sold him, Polly Patch, Mark 40. Black Panther is a character that I'm happy to part ways with. Not because he sucks and I hate him or anything like that, but you're not going to miss him. He's not really critical in any teams or anything like that. So, anyways, let me know your thoughts on Black Panther. Let me know if I missed anything. And hopefully this helped you guys out. If you thought it did, please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys. Take care.